For a hip thrust, there's lots of different modalities that we can use. Barbell, dumbbell, machine, no matter what we're looking to become completely horizontal at the top of the movement. If you are shorter, this likely means that the bench is going to be too tall for you, and you will need to put plates underneath your feet so that at the top of the movement, you are completely horizontal. We don't want to be diagonal. From here, with a hip thrust, we are getting a full range of motion and full hip flexion, aka full hip bend. We want to tuck our chin, not throw our head backwards as I just showed. We want to avoid that. Keep your chin tucked in. As your hips drop, your knees will drape backwards. Your chest will drop with your glutes. So see how as I drop, my chest is also becoming at an angle. That's what we're looking for here. Full range of motion, thrusting all the way through to the top of the movement. We don't want to stop short, but we also don't want to overly thrust through, just coming to that nice neutral position here. At the top of the movement, your knees will be stacked above your ankles. Now that we understand the basics, let's show you what it looks like with weights. This is one where no matter what weight you're using, you'll want to use bumper plates so that it's at a proper height, easier to set up and get into position. Bumper plates start at just 10 pounds, so most likely you'll be able to use that no matter where you're at strength-wise. I suggest figuring out your positioning as far as the plates go and everything before you get the barbell involved. Like I was just showing you, do a couple body weight reps first and then get into position with the barbell. Once you've got the barbell rolled back, like I've done here, get your feet into position and then thrust upward. Want the bench to be right underneath your shoulder blades. From here, you're going to drop your chest and again, use that full range of motion, allowing your chin and chest to tuck with you, then thrusting back upwards from here. Again, knees will come backwards, use that full range of motion, thrust upwards all the way to the top, dropping down. We want to control this entire movement. Don't be using a ton of momentum. And just to show you what this looks like without those bumper plates so that you can get a better view, knees are stacked above your ankles at the top of the movement, thrusting all the way through to that horizontal position, coming all the way down using a full range of motion. Hip thrust differs from a glute bridge because a hip thrust is a much larger range of motion here. A glute bridge is a smaller range of motion, would only be about half of this. To give you a visual here of the difference, here's a glute bridge, small range of motion, knees are almost stacked above the ankles the entire time, tension on the glutes throughout the entire movement, still thrusting through to the top of this full range of motion. And then here, hip thrust, you can see we drop our hips much greater and then still thrust all the way through. This movement can also be performed using a dumbbell instead of a barbell. For this, everything stays the exact same as far as setup goes. You'll just use a dumbbell instead. I prefer to just place the dumbbell on my thighs, right above my hip crease or where my hips break and bend. However, if you'd like, you can also use a sweatshirt or a pad to give yourself a little bit of cushion and protection from the dumbbell's weight. Either way, you'll want to hold the dumbbell into place so that it doesn't go rolling away from you. And other than that, everything is the exact same as what we just talked about. Oh, you can also use a hip thrust or a glute bridge machine for this movement. There are so many different versions of this machine. Essentially, what we're going to do though is get your machine set up for your body. Play around with it and find the right setting for you and your body. You want to make sure that at the top of the movement, your body can be completely horizontal. Now that I'm comfortable, you can see that I'm going to move through the hip thrust. Again, we're dropping down, then thrusting all the way back up where my feet and knees are traveling backwards as we descend, but then as we push upwards, we maintain that neutral spine and get to a completely horizontal position at the top of the movement. And we'll show this from one other angle here. Again, looking to get that full range of motion, not stopping at the bottom, but getting close and full extension down there at the bottom. The spine is staying nice and neutral throughout the entire movement with no curvature to the spine. Again, the chin is tucked and knees will travel backwards throughout the movement, pushing up to completely horizontal.